Back on site. Muddy mess. Got Meek in the booster. Got Dirt Sexy in the hole checking grade, and Dirt Boss in the KOBELCO. Look at this, huh? Nasty. Running this to this corner here. Got two piers right where them rakes and drinks are. You can see the notch out. We got water line. We're going next to here. These guys are gonna pour that wall, this wall, and this footing here. It returns back right to here. And Mike, we got to get that over dig this way. Track it into the corner. Just got to stay on your marks when you got the mud. Try not to track on them as much. Line my bucket up with that mark. Line it up with the trench. Looking pretty good there. Again, we got the water line right to the left, so we don't want to end up hitting that. Obviously that's down further, but you never know these days. Sometimes you just got to readjust. This trench gets all stone in it. We've been importing backfill when needed because the piles are getting soft and punchy. This stuff right here where I am is on the left of this whole building's exposed, so there's going to be a change order for fill, so we're using the fill right now. We still got to get concrete trucks and pumps in this way. Got the laser on the boom, and green is good, so we're good there. Just give one fine rake right now. Clean the slop off the edges. This is all melting, goes in the hole. It's crazy. Try to taper the banks the best you can, but this time of year, we got North Carolina winter this winter. Freezing, thawing, freezing, thawing. This goes back this way, right where that orange cone is, way down there. There's it goes back and then back over to our trench there, and that will be 8-foot panels. It'll be a loading dock ramp. I showed everybody this print in the previous video, so go back in the videos to the beginning of this project. You'll see what I'm talking about. Then that line going out to that cone will be a retaining wall, holding back the dirt going up and down the loading dock ramp. here and make a berm so this water doesn't come down into our hole. This is just slop city here. It's gonna be wicked cold. In a couple days it's gonna get down to 0. They said -14 at night for some reason, but then it warms back up the following week. Looking good there. So we're gonna be fighting this for a while. This cow pasture is nasty. I was blading this off Saturday. It was literally self-leveling lava. That's like 4 inches of just muck and ice, as you see. These guys are gonna grab the rest of this stone. It's in the way of the piers, and we'll use that stone to fill. And I'm gonna be moving this pile here because I still need that for backfill. The pile of dirt, I'm gonna get it out of the pier way. There's 3 piers, one there, one to my right, and one behind me that we're gonna throw in when they pour the wall. Old 310 Jeep barreling through that mud. Backhoe's been working out pretty good on this job. Been moving cages around, stone. I almost sold it last week. Guy wanted it, but I decided to bring it down here and work it instead. Slop. Alright, we're getting a pier going. That's half the pier there. Mike says it is on grade. We got water coming into the hole, but we're getting it. Trying to get a change order to control this sloppiness and scrape off this whole top, bring in some item 4 gravel, clean ROB gravel, same stuff we use for backfill. It's ROB straight out of the bank, but it's real good stuff. Piece of concrete right over there. Miko's throwing the stone in. And I got this pier ready to go. Eight by 8. Big 10 by 10 pier getting trued up. Gotta throw the stone in, dumping the dirt on the backside where we need it. I had some people in the comments in the last video ask about pier layout and whatnot. So here is your pier footing legend. There's 4 boxes on there, and it tells you exactly what box indicates. So this right here, F65, this is the pier that we just dug, I showed you. F65, you go down here to F65. It's a 6x6 by 1 foot 2 inches thick. That's how thick the concrete will be. So then this box up here indicates off of top of wall. So we're going to be 2 foot down, plus your 1, 2 would give you 3 foot 2 inches down. We set the laser. Now we got to add 6 inches for stone, so we'll set the laser 3 foot 8, and that will be down to our dirt. Then add our 6 inches of stone, and we're back to where you guys just saw. So that's how you lay out the piers. In the same pier here. See, I mean, each pier is different sizes, so there's different legends right here. It also has the footing, the regular footings in there too, for their thicknesses and heights. Back on site, got Miko and Mike cutting the foam for the walls and piers. Gonna backfill that wall all the way to there, put the foam on, backfill. Got some imported gravel coming from our local quarry. Pulling the frost off these piles. We had some deep freeze, but right now it's in our 40s and we're doing good. This all gets foamed inside of this and that. Then once it warms up today, I'll grade this all off. Got the piers poured in there. We were -40 with the wind chill. Boy, was it cold. The frost went in deep. There's a foot in these piles. I'm pulling them off right now and loading them in the booster so I could use at least this soil for some backfill. All right, just pulling this frost off the piles. You'll see the frost. Look at this. Super thick. Oh. I was taking it off in big chunks like concrete a minute ago, but that broke up pretty good. On the last pile on the outside here, you lose 30% all day, man. This is a foot and a half of frost on these piles. Got the Busa stacked and packed. We'll put this one up there, nice and pretty. Lock her in. Oh yeah, knocking off these ridges so the truck could get in here. Coming up in lifts, diesel plate compactor, working great. I just picked this up, this Whacker reversible plate compactor for the tight spots. Little jiggle in the bottom of the hole. Over here by the pier to do. That's as far as we go on this side. piles. There's a healthy chunk. Losing more than 30%, I'd say. Well, probably 35% anyways. Woo, she's tipping me over. Nice. Deep freeze got us. We were able to use this otherwise. Give a little fluffity duffity on there. They got the footings going in. Still compacting. Last lift going in. Compaction tests are all hitting 97 plus. We're using a lot of this stuff. We're taking the frost out. As you see the piles, and we're just getting rid of them on the green spaces. But yeah, frost is coming out. It's getting messy, but we're getting it done. On the last bit of frost pile, just getting rid of it. Everything's backfilled around here, just roughed in, you know. Everything's roughed in, the piles are all gone, so we get our layout for the, we got 3 more piers inside this building to dig. Then after that, we just got the deepest part, which is the loading dock area. You got to put 8-foot panels and then taper that up and retain them on this and just grade everything out. This whole week's gonna be in the 40s. So we're gonna hopefully be able to knock this, a lot of it out. Right now, the frost, obviously you see in the piles, is 18 inches. In the ground is even worse because this was all slop, remember? A foot of slop. It's frozen, I bet almost 2 foot. So we're hoping by the end of the week we could dig that, but if not, we'll get a ground pounder and go to town. Yeah, got the Heat King going in. Gotta put them 1 foot apart, then put blankets on them. Take a foot of frost out in 24 hours. We got about probably 18 inches of frost. We had nothing 3 days ago. It was that cold snap got us. And all this was wet mush, mucky. All right, loops are all in and it's fired up. Just gonna put concrete blankets on it. Let her cook. All right, just grading the inside of this half frozen building. Got the blankets on over there to get us that last stretch. Just grading out the highs and the lows. Let it either freeze or melt, one of the two. Looks like it's gonna melt, but get it all done, so we get our stone in here and the crane comes next week. Set this building up. We'll catch you guys on the next phase.